Hey folks, in today's video we're back with more Gold Stake Balatro. In this run, a strong start allowed me to take a Space Joker with an Oops All Sixes while setting up my deck with plenty of Lucky Jacks to feed a very hungry Lucky Cat. Enjoy the video.
Diamonds almost let me down again. What do you have for me? A rebate, eh? And if we had gotten point scoring, I would have taken the Chaos. So we didn't get point scoring, I'm going to take the Jupiter. So that we have point scoring. Read it. Worth. Not worth. You're not going to get me to take that walkie-talkie? Alright, let's just believe in this rebate to get us value back from spending there. Discarding 9s. Slightly more spades left. This is fine. Why is there no 9 here? Anyone else start using rebates IRL because of Balatro? No, but I wonder if like it gives me a tax write-off if I do. As a Balatro creator. I'll have to talk with my accountant Ben Affleck.
Well met.
I'm gonna take the Matador. I don't think it works on the hook, but it's 50 chips, and 50 chips is 50 chips, right? Doing edited content on your YouTube. My videos are edited. I spend 2 to 3 hours, 7 days a week editing my videos.
Well met.
Yeah, we're looking for 6s. Found him. Guess I don't really know what my top end is now with the flush. Okay. Alright, let's do this. We'll buy the voucher after we take a peek in here. And we'll get some actual molt going now. Looking for 3s. There's one. I'll take it. It's good enough. Rent is optional. Based. Thank you for the membership. And for paying your content rent. Which is optional. Or Nana? I think this is worth. Alright, I don't think the Matador works here, right? We've talked about this like many times.
Met.
Looking for 3s again. Wow. Okay. Could do a flush house, and that would be a bad idea. Stick stack, thank you for the prime. This is probably going to win already, right? Maybe I shouldn't have done this. No Matador value. Big Sag. What's your problem, man? What is your deal? Just do something. Oh, you're a Hearthstone streamer playing Balatro. That used to be the case, yeah. Alright, which way are we going with this? We've invested a fair amount in flush already. kill you, and then buy Spaceman and Photograph. What's our boss blind? Oh, hey, we can actually get Matador value. Okay. Now we have 4 more here, 3 more here. 5 more, yeah. You die, you're in, and you're in. This looks fancy. Let's take it. We do also have the capacity to like swap to pairs if we wanted to go that route. That's also kind of why I'm like the Spaceman is a bit of a hedge. Is the idea here. So let's like play a pair when we hit it. See if we level it. Of course not. We could play another pair. I would probably want me to move out of the Photograph though. Andy, thank you for the super chat. What do you think of Hit the Road if you have your deck full of jacks and get high discards? It's still one of the worst scaling times mult jokers, unfortunately. Could go for like flush 5 jacks or 5 of a kind jacks. Let's see what's in here. That's pretty cool. We don't actually want to clip the hearts yet. Jay Will, thank you for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Let's take this into the round with us. Get out of you. Okay. The reason we don't want to clip the hearts just yet is because of the boss blind that's coming up. We want to get value off of the Matador still. And then potentially like move back into hearts as well because like we'll be past the boss blind. Which hand scales well? Well, I mean, depends. Like, if we're talking about with Spaceman, pairs is probably going to scale faster just because it has more opportunity to. But, like, each hit on flush is more valuable than a hit on a pair, right? Either way, I do kind of like the idea of maybe going for 5 of a kind with the jacks. Which could mean we start at 4 of a kind. Uh-oh. First Spaceman hit. I want tarots more than planets right now. Any more hearts for me? Unlucky. World's second greatest Matador just dropped. One more round, so we can use this after we get one more tarot from that. Holy. Or we can use it now. We only have 80 chips on the flush. Does that trigger the Matador? I think it does, right? Doesn't feel great, though. No. Hit me with an oops, maybe. Well, I'll take it. You know what? I'm in. It does? Okay. So we could have actually farmed it, but I've got more important things to deal with right now. Yeah, if you're above level 1, that's kind of what I figured it would be. Pilar? Spaceman? Oh. Pog Baron. Ooh, wait. We could get Matador value again. Purple. We probably do want to shift towards hearts. Now that I think about it. Just because we've passed the boss blind, we want an oops, so therefore we wouldn't mind a bloodstone. There we go. There's the Eternal Riffraff. We could just do the exact same run 2 times in a row. Take a Jack of Hearts. We're kind of building towards Jacks anyway. Actually don't have that many levels on Blush, so maybe we do just go Jacking. Like, we may just... We're nearly better off just playing 3 of a kind, so... Might be worth playing a flush here, though. Just to... like... eat the value loss now. For a hand that we're not really intending to play towards too much longer. Go 10s, because we can stronk them into jacks. Okay. Yeah, we've got a GMO banana once more. Alright. Alright, let's kill you and grab you. And start jacking it. Big style. I have regrets. Okay. Thank you, Spaceman. Very cool. Should have just played the flush, I guess. Nah. It cost me some money, but let's unlock the 5 of a kind. I think that's what we want to work towards. Hey! It died! Those preservatives wore off. Mime?
Well met.
More jacks. Inman. Thank you for the gifted subs. Appreciate that. I kind of want to make sure I hit 2 jacks with this because it's very important. So I'm just going to take a single option off of this. And that is absolutely worth, my god. I will take it. Let's get a little greedy here. There we go.
Well met.
I do want to be playing the jacks rather than holding them, so let's go here. We actually ended up positive money even without the consideration for the lucky cards, just because of the extra gold card that we drew. Moss Flowers, thank you for the gifted sub. Oh! And we hit. Thank you, Spaceman. Lucky Cat starting to pop, too. Spaceman feels more probable than Wheel. I mean, it just, like, has more attempts, usually, is probably why it feels that way. Strength. Let's do this. And we have jacks and kings. We probably want the golden ticket as well for the money.
Well met.
Okay, don't greed too hard here. Do I need to go for a flush? Probably should have gone for the flush. Might have killed me not to go for the flush. Those early levels in Mercury might be saving me, yeah. That was very fortunate for me. Oh my god! Spaceman just wants me to play pairs? This is secretly Dr. Spectred in disguise? We do it this order first, in case we get an Ecto here. We don't want Ecto on the golden ticket. I will take it on the Spaceman because it's funny. Okay. Alright. One jack. I'll take this as well. Negative ballot looks so cool. Yeah, we've been getting a lot of those lately. We still have so many additional jacks that, like, that's what... Well, man. Okay. What is happening here? Thank you, I think. There we go. Oh, yeah. We're officially turning this into a Lucky Cat build, not a Photo Chad build. Don't call it a Photo Chad build. Don't you dare look inside. Not today, Satan. Jack me. I'll take a Venus here. Do have one open Joker slot. Let's do this for some money. Could have been a fun burnt Joker. We're looking for twos. I don't think we're gonna get them. Nice. More view. More view. I have 13 jacks. I have 14 jacks. Chatter asking about jacks apparently can see the future. Or hit the road, rather. Let's take the money here. We don't need the score. I didn't need to play this. Oh my god. Oops, all sixes putting in overtime. We're jacking for the rebate. Blowman. Could have considered that glass a little bit longer. Okay, I'll take these. Well, are you baiting or jacking? Those are two different things. Maybe for you, not for me. Probably, yeah. Kings over queens right now. My god. That math simply is not mathing. You've got enough, stop it. Stop it! I don't want to play pairs again. Let's do a high card for the lucky cards. Alright, the lucky cards. This time for sure, though. Okay. Whoops. Wheel me? 50-50, yeah. Yeah, we just want to kill things that aren't jacks. And add things that are jacks. Or deleting or discarding queens again. Okay. Maybe I should have taken that sun in case we do find a you and you. A bloodstone would still be potentially worthwhile. Got any more of them 10s for me? Yes. Well, the first one missed everything. The second one hit both money and molt. Impressive. Do I have telescope and should I be? Yes, I do. So maybe I should be paying money to play more 5 of a kinds to try and get it in here. Do we care about 5 of a kind? Yeah, probably. I just forgot that I had the telescope, to be honest with you. It's a shame. It could still be worth just for getting Spaceman and doesn't feel great, but I think it's probably still worth. The thing is, like, we had to sell the thing that gets the most like short-term value off of it, which feels bad. Okay, so we are going to start working up 5 of a kind, I think. Pay $3 for it. We didn't get a single hit off of these. It's a 50-50 and they both missed. That also missed. I'm the unluckiest man alive. 50-50 machine did indeed break, yeah. That's just annoying to play towards. Could you duplicate? Oops. Only if I wanted to waste the blueprint because they're incompatible. There we go. Well, that's the expected outcome, but I'm still owed one. Wait, they're incompatible. Yep, always have been. Wonder if oops copy being uncopyable is an oversight or intentional. Well, given that, like, many jokers are incompatible with Blueprint and Brainstorm, I'd say it was intentional. If I had to guess. I don't see a reason why, like, or why or how that would end up being an oversight. Like, I'm pretty sure it's just like a added flag for the Joker. How would that accidentally get added? My god. Invisible copies every aspect of the card, including its tags, yeah. It makes an exact copy of everything that isn't negative. With the trading card pickup, maybe we could take another Ecto, but like then it runs the risk of hitting the like. Yeah, we'd rather just find a red seal. So we already have 2 open Joker slots as it is. Nice. Okay. Nothing matters other than that red seal. We found it already too. That said, we do want to do a throwaway hand here so that we can get our best point scoring Joker back. That's not the end of the world. That's our second best hit, I would imagine. Okay. Ola is compatible? Yeah. You can sell a Blueprint or Brainstorm and get a double tag. Very cool. Wait, that's nutty? Yeah, it would be a pretty nutty thing to do. Unless you're about to lose a perishable Brainstorm or something. How am I still drawing these queens? Let's not use the death on anything that isn't a red seal, but I will make some more lucky cards. We are not anywhere near getting that online in the telescope, are we? Still so many more hands. It's a strength away, it's already glass. We do have 2 more 10s, so strength would be worth considering here. Do I need the spaceman anymore? Probably not. We're getting diminishing returns off of it. Find not a jack. Thank you. I don't even know if I can get by with a pair right now. We're pretty strong. So as much as I would like to farm the Lucky Cat, I think even a high card will probably clear right now. Bye-bye, thank you for the bits. We've seen Burnt so many times that it desperately wants to be part of the team. I know. Like, it's been tempting because, again, we do have a fairly high-leveled pair. But it's got a long ways to go to catch up for the 5-0 kind. You copy an invisible Joker with an invisible Joker. Yeah, why wouldn't you? Like, if you have 2 copies of invisible Joker, why wouldn't it be a valid target? It's just like any other Joker, right? Should have saved the death. There's the strength, though. For me. Clurbs. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah. That's what I was worried about with like playing it. That was without lucky cards even. So the pair would have won previously. Okay, so we're probably through ante 11. Could get through a little bit further with some glass. You happen to know if I can set my stream higher than 360p? It's a question for your ISP, not me. I don't know. I mean, I'm streaming at 1080. So, I cannot troubleshoot your internet issues. Actually, I should have taken that showman. That's absolutely worth. To try and get another photo or Chad. Although, I guess we're still short a blueprint in the brainstorm, so. You know, my internet clearly going perfect on my PC. Clearly not if you're the only one complaining about the quality. I assure you, if it were a like system-wide problem, everybody would be talking about it nonstop. But there's a cogwheel on your playback function. Okay. This isn't great. It could backfire, but we'll try it. Two dice, yeah, that's the downside here to this play. The upside is cat photo. Oh my god, cat is huge. Where did that happen? When did that happen? Why did that happen? Ecto is kind of a troll here. Okay. We'll just go for the aura play. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Both 10s? I haven't seen those in an eternity. Oh, right. I forgot we had Omen Globe. Let's actually stop rolling so that... Sure. This might... Well, no, it'll probably still win. Alright, let's see if we can find a replacement for the trading card. It's a $142 chance at a blueprint. But we would like to find one. Oh, hey, we got it. one additional joker that would be a good copy, just to reduce the rate of hitting the double oops. Okay, that works. Actually, let's see if we can get a fresh copy of that. Should have taken that fool as well. I would also not mind... a showman in the spot. I don't want to go all in on hearts because I've got so many levels in 5 of a kind. Nice. Also, 14x Lucky Cat. Chipotle Rice. Thank you for the membership. Appreciate that. 1-2. This is fine for now. We are in a spot where we can again take an Ecto, I guess. That's pretty neat. Tempting. Seltzer, probably better. Polar. Oh my god, dude. That was so many lucky card hits. Interesting that Seltzer benefits the cat. That was the reason for taking it. What? There's like legitimately no other real reason for taking it. That's really good because now we are free to Ecto and not worry about it hitting a non-permanent joker. Bigsy, thank you for the membership. Appreciate that. Mime. Much rather that be a sock. Forbidden Angel. Thank you for the super chat. My day's going pretty well. Hope yours is too. Yep. Okay. It's an upgrade. I think sock just immediately dies now. You saw the Chad? No, the Chad is really good with it. Like if we have the double Chad, we want to copy the photograph with the blueprint. Kill the cat? Nah, I think cat's better than sock for sure. Copy Chad. It's not copy Chad when we need score. It is copy Chad now when we don't need score. I think this is the way. How many non-lucky cards do we even have? In jacks, almost none. So I think you're maybe the way to go. And then we play something like this. Iron HD, thank you for the membership. Have you ever felt burnout from how often you play Balatro? Nope. I mean, not really at least. Like, much better than any other job that I've had, right? So I'd rather be doing this than back at my old day job. So, like, just having the agency of choice is a big deal. Ready to copy Chad for Lucky Procs? Yes, but I don't want to, like, I just only had one hand there, and I didn't yet have a good sense of my score, so I wanted to get a better sense of my score. While it was a higher risk situation. But like now, We do this and we get a worse score, but we don't need the score, I don't think. I'd like to find the red seal.
Well met.
I have 8 jacks left. I think we can just play multiple hands now. Daring. Thank you for the 3 months. 8 jacks and 12 cards. Like, we're guaranteed to hit the... There is another red... Yeah, there's 2 more red seals in here. Is there a reason the Major League Balatro League appears to use the vanilla rule set instead of the standard one? Preference. It also, I think, would make for a much worse viewing experience for people that haven't played a lot of multiplayer and then are just suddenly thrown into a completely different rule set. But I personally don't like the multiplayer rule set and prefer vanilla, so I'm selfishly glad that they chose that, but I had no like input on the matter. That's just how it worked out. But rules are different. You can't get glass cards. Certain jokers like Hanging Chad are weaker. So like it creates... The point of the league isn't purely just like competitive integrity, right? That's why streamers were invited. It's to put on an entertaining show for people. And if people don't know what the jokers do, that makes it a little bit more difficult. Right? I also am not a big fan of the order mod that they introduced for the multiplayer rule set. But again, that's a preference thing. And coming from somebody that doesn't play a lot of multiplayer, so like take that with a grain of salt. What does that do exactly? Rather than ante-based queuing all of your jokers, it's one giant queue for the entirety of the run. So what it feels like it does is like incentivize dying early, hoarding money, and then just turbo rolling towards the end. Then your build ends up inevitably being exactly like your opponent's. Which is the part that I don't like, right? Because like the Joker nerfs, I imagine, were to incentivize build variety, but then that just kind of gets offset when everybody's build within a match looks the same because you all see the same Jokers. I don't know. I just think Balatro is a really good game already, and I don't think it needs much changing, but I'm not playing multiplayer on a daily basis, so I'm not the expert on the matter. All my recent matches have been the same Jokers except for maybe one. Yeah. So you don't get like divergent paths, which can be an instance of skill expression within the game. It's just basically who accumulates the most money and is able to roll the most to see the most Jokers, and to a lesser extent, who's able to like fix their deck the most effectively. Maybe they change Jokers in order to make the builds the same? Could be. But then, like, isn't that a little bit at odds with, like, nerfing Jokers so that you don't get the same builds? That's why I like doing multiplayer on separate seeds. That, I think, introduces a little bit too much variance, right? Where somebody just gets a turbo broken seed with, like, say one person gets a AAA, the other person doesn't. The seed decided who won, not, like, the decisions within the game. Bach, thank you for the prime. So it is a, like, it's a difficult balance, and that's why, like, I don't really share a lot of my opinions on balance and game design, because there's more things than I've considered to consider. And some of it is just, like, none of it matters outside of multiplayer. And a lot of it does just boil down to personal preference within multiplayer.
Well met.
Alright, I think we're dead here. Unless we get an ecto. Unlucky. Surely that'll change everything though, right? Otheric, thank you for the 2 months. Two of diamonds. Maybe a glass red seal could get us there. So let's try and find something like that, but I think a lot of the time we are dead here. Yeah, we can try a few things. I don't think this will be enough. I think it'll actually be worse than the scores that we were putting up. Pretty significantly, in fact.
Well met.
J-Frog, thank you for the sub. I played a flush 5 there? Oh, no, that was a mistake. I don't think it matters either way. But that definitely is why it was so much worse for my score. Or at least is part of why. This could help. Nope. Maybe this is something. Alright, I honestly don't know what the proper copy effect is here. I think it's still blueprint, and I think it's still glass in back. What if you copy chat? Then our score goes down dramatically. Alright, so this is the best we can do, but it's not going to be enough. Like, even best case scenario off of the lucky cards. Does oops matter? It helps... No. It helps make the lucky cat bigger. Potentially, but that... Oh! Wait, we actually made it through. I guess we already have enough, like, progress. Barely made it through. Okay, we do need to make some more glass now, though. Or not. We have enough pieces of glass just barely to get through here, I think. I would like to make some red seal glass, though. That would make my life a lot easier. Alright, let's, because we need some, like, early game scoring. Because, like, one hand
Well met.
is still a little bit close. Because E11 isn't that big. I have 1, 2, 3. So I just need to hit all my jacks and we're fine. All my red seal jacks.
Well
Probably
met.
want to keep the steel. I mean, we're guaranteed to hit to see the rest of our deck here, right? Wait, this is bad. Why is this bad? I'm just looking at the scores and it's looking like you're gonna lose. Were you not here for the last ante when we just beat this? That was like seconds ago. We're just farming for the cat right now. The steel actually matters because our significand was not very far above this. It is going to be close and might depend a little bit on the lucky card hits for the cat, but I think because we got so many cat procs before this point, I think we're good. Okay. Now we need glass because we only have one piece left. Genuinely, at what point is cat stronger, isn't it? Times 32. No, because of the red seals, and also we have double Chad, right? So a photograph right now is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 to the 6th is each photograph. So it should be 64, right? And nukes. Thank you for the 2 months.
Well met.
Cat needs to beat 64, yeah. That's assuming we lead with the red seal, so it is actually maybe 32 without the red seal, right? Because that's one less trigger. So maybe it is actually cat when we lead with glass if we don't make a red seal glass here. Which I need to, kind of anyway, right? I need to at least find one more glass. I'm not buying that, it's too expensive. Calculator time? No, I think this is pretty basic math. Okay. Oh, we were never beating the flint anyway. That's a shame. Link it. Thank you for the bits. I'll give bits if you keep playing the way you play. Thank you. I don't do bribes from chatters in order to play the game differently. I think that sets a bad precedent. Do we ever make a red seal steel here? Does that... I don't think that makes up for the... Well... Honestly, it could make up for the glass. For the slightly lower glass. So let's do some testing. That was... No, this... With the red seal, we know this is better. But I simply think it doesn't matter because the flint is going to do too much work. I think even with 2 glass, we'd probably die here. So I think we just got flinted once again. One must believe in the potential of the glass. I don't think the glass... Like, glass doesn't offset the massive, massive debuff that is the flint here. So, I think it's just GG. Could try copying the cat, but I think it's not going to matter. Like, I think it might be better, right? Because this is 2 to the 1, 3, 6. 2 to the... Wait. 1, 3, 5. It's 2 to the 5th, which is 32, which is... So each photo represents 32, which is less than 37. I have the reroll voucher. I just was rerolling for glass because I still needed another piece of glass even to beat this without the flint, right? So finding the glass was more important than rerolling out of the flint. But we'll try copying the cat. I think we're gonna take such a beating to the, like, even just the chips. We lost a significant amount there. Unlucky. Good run, though. It does look like if I had rerolled out of it, maybe we get through this with the steel, though. So maybe the reroll was more valuable than I gave it credit for.